It's a little stuffy out here, but it smells good because I'm doing laundry. Smells fabric softener. I just harvested one of okra. The watermelon that came up with this okra is not going to ripen in time for me to get anything. Perpetual spinach is coming along in these planters. I have 3 on each. Walking onions coming up nicely. I have several cucumber flowers. A few peas here. I'm getting probably 5 a day on 2 plants. So it's about to really take off, I'm sure. I have perpetual spinach here. These weeds are getting strangled by these cucumber tendrils. So I'm going to let them continue to do that because they're distracting those tendrils from this perpetual spinach. There are herds of canaries, like herds of them. Can you see those? No, probably not. Yeah, there's one. There are herds of canaries just coming through, bunches at a time. They look like they're practicing daredevil access. Okay, but anyway, cucumber is doing very well. I'm getting peas every day, which is just enough to cook with. Everything is actually quite thirsty. I have a lot of harvesting to do on this patio tomato, but I haven't done it because I still have a bowl full of tomatoes that I haven't yet eaten. And so I figure I'll leave them on the plant and risk an animal coming to eat them. My citrus trees, excess branches are going to serve well, used as a bunny deterrent under the fence. I have several on the mandarin now too, as well too. Whoa! She came to work late. Yeah, she is. Okay, I don't want no trouble. So she came to work late, but at least she's working. Need her. My moringa is extremely happy. I'm probably going to get a couple of harvests out of them before I have to shut them down for the season. I think I'll even just leave it out just to see how long into the fall it lasts. I need to toss this patio tomato. I need to toss these red currants. Ooh, look how bright red that one is right in there. I bet you it's so sweet. And I get to reach right over here and see for myself. It's so red. Man, some of y'all need to garden just one time. Just once. So here are the patio tomatoes ready to take over for those. Okay, let me hurry up. Orange bell pepper fell over. And whatever, because this is my last year growing any kind of bell peppers. Not because I'm frustrated or anything, but it's just a lot to wait on when I can get a handful from the store and cut them up and freeze them. So, and I could be using these pots for something else. Apple mint that has replenished itself after its harvest. Callaloo, I've been meaning to pull it because I'm finished with my testing. I just grew it to show Mr. something. This should have been pulled and tossed. Now this overnight, she keeps flying up and then landing right back there. She's right here next to me. Yet she's not fazed by me though. Anyway, these leaves tripled in size overnight after consistent rain. I meant to harvest about 10 of them to make some wraps that I make. Yeah, they're way large now. Just imagine, they're huge with no leaf damage. That's up against my hand. That's how big the leaves are. So needless to say, these perpetual spinach are also ready to give me smoothies. I could have smoothies for 3 days right now. Red sweet peppers. Something is eating these branches off, which is interesting because it's not eating the pepper. What is that? What is eating my sweet pepper branches and not even the pepper really? None of that is manual pruning. That's something ate that. That smells good. And I see people's apples in that tree. Let me stop because I'll be hating. I'm hating. So there's the verbena. You know, I don't know what's going on with the gnat infestation this season. I know Mother Nature is doing some special things, but these gnats are out here by the zillions. Like I can't, it's hard to harvest this time of day because there's so many gnats. Look, let me show you on this. This is a branch that broke off of the bell pepper. I just tried to stick it in the raised bed. It didn't work. But anyway, look. I'm gonna zoom in. Do you see all those black specks? Those are all gnats. And that's what it's like when I step near the raised bed. They just start flying on me. They think I'm open game, you know, at that point. And I don't understand what they got going on over here because these plants that are here are pest resistant. So I don't know what they think they're doing. That's my indoor plant, y'all. Oh, it's so sad. It's so sad. That's tragic. See how the callaloo come right back? There's a collard. And that's Fusella. And you can see all the yellow cucumbers I have back there. I'm gonna see if I can sweet talk Mister into pulling that for me. Meanwhile, I'm gonna put on my bug suit and come and harvest some perpetual spinach for some juice. And be prepared tomorrow to harvest some collards for some collard wraps. So I'm deciding whether to water or not. We're clearly going to get some rain. If not tonight, tomorrow. Okra that are ready to be picked. I don't really want to leave them another day because all it takes is one day for it to go from a little one to a huge one. Got some cucumbers coming on my late harvest. My perpetual spinach is doing well. Peas are doing well. Here are tomatoes that need to be harvested. Moringa needs to be repotted, but I know it doesn't like being transplanted, so I hesitate to do it. Mandarin, Meyer lemon, they're done. I need to pull these. I'm gonna go ahead and harvest those leaves though. Callaloo right there. Orange bell pepper and red sweet bell. They are dry and exhausted. This one I told you broke off its biggest, most productive branch broke off. So I just stuck it in the raised bed. That didn't help it much. Verbena, it's grown all the way back. So it's ready for another harvest, but I'm not gonna harvest it until just before it gets cold. Collard has done amazing stuff just overnight. It's crazy. You can see, look at all these gnats. I'm gonna harvest these tomatoes and some callaloo leaves and perpetual spinach for juice. If I wanted a big harvest of callaloo, I have another one here ready to go. It's a collard. It's the velvet booty collard. You can see I have several cucumbers for seeds back there. Here's a Fusella. This thing is just growing tall and tall, and leaves. It's actually doing what I expect of a tree collard. So I'm gonna have to look this up because I'm curious though. Also, you guys, in my pickles, my refrigerator pickles, I put purslane in it. but when I eat purslane now, it's new to me. So, and because the leaves are such a succulent, or more like succulent leaves, I can't imagine them tasting good cooked. So, yeah, I usually the purslane raw with the lettuce type situation. What is this? Oh, water. So this rain situation is about to go down. I see a lot of okra that I need to pick. This is one cucumber plant, and it alone explains why I should not have had 8 cucumber plants in this planter at the beginning of the season. Verbena, get some of that from my tonic this morning. Get these seeds out. I think this is another callaloo. I do. Need to replant these other spinach, or I may not. They come up when they get ready to come up sometimes. Okra. And here's my sad indoor situation. So sad. Yeah, child, no. This is gonna be a night to remember. Your favorite episode, Dad. Your favorite moments. So I was sitting here watering my plant, and I didn't realize that this little fuckwad is sitting right here, eyeballing me. Right between, see him down there? Right there. Can't zoom anymore. Yeah, he's right there. He's eyeballing me. Okay, there you go. That way you can only see him. You see him? Yeah, just inside this railing right there. Right there. Above the brown leaf and to the right of the green one. Looking dead square at me. I'm still gonna shoot him though. Look, just taking a nice little stretch. Not worried about me. Think again, bunny. So, we got a little friend out here. Well, I should say another little friend, because we saw the bunny today. Oh, look at that. Looky.